Hi everyone, and welcome to the tutorial for building the, as was dubbed, the Gwen Pen. But there's a better story to it, and the story goes like this. I was watching a documentary and I happened to notice that several people who were building Lego were using a pen to pick up pieces and put all the pieces together, and I thought that is absolutely wonderful. So I decided that I was going to make one for me, and I ended up doing this brick built pen is the first one that I did. And the reason why I wanted this is that I was doing things like the Lego art, the Darth Vader Sith ones, and I was pushing a lot of things down and my fingers hurt. So I thought, okay, well, I can't find it, so I'm going to build it, and which is exactly what I did. I did look at all the usual places to see if I could find this tool. I couldn't. So, here you go. See how easy it is to use? I've been using it for several years now. This pen here is the first one that I built. It is 100% brick built. It is craggled. If that's an issue, get over it. But this is the other pen. This one is really simple, and this is the one we're going to actually learn how to make first. So, it works exactly the same way. It's just not as fancy. It's not brick built. Okay, so we're going to start with this one, and what you need is a diamond art pen and this piece here, which is a bar with an anti-stud at the end. You're going to want to use this. It's a fairly common piece. You're not losing out on anything by gluing this in. You will be using adhesive. I have one that I prefer to use, and it is really, it works well. It's a craft glue. So, as a matter of fact, the one that I use is this. It is not an endorsement. I'm just the one I use. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the metal tip and some of that plastic at the very end. I'm going to use kitchen shears to remove this. So hang on, I'll be right back. There you go. It is all cut, ready to go. What I'm going to do next is I am going to make sure that my piece fits inside there. I don't have to do any reaming or anything like that. It's real loose. So now I'm going to add the adhesive to the end of this pen, and then I am going to, hang on, and then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to shove it down in there. I'm going to twirl it around so I can get as much surface covered with this adhesive as I can, and then I'm going to clean off any extra there. And then I'm going to let this pen sit for 24 to 48 hours for the adhesive to cure so that the pen is strong enough to do what I need it to do, which is add studded items to other studded items. So here's the two next to each other. Now I have two. They're fine. Okay, the brick built one. This one is 100% brick built and it is craggled. So it's identical except that it's prettier. Okay, so you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a couple of axles. That's a 7L and a 6L, but I'm going to swap that out here in a little bit. You need a 4L bar. You need some 1x1 round bricks, and a cone. You're going to need a 2x2 round tile just for finishing purposes, so it looks a little more professional. And then you need a dozen 2x2 round bricks. You're also going to need your adhesive. Don't forget, yes, this adhesive. One more time, in case you didn't see it, it's adhesive. Okay, get these out of the way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the tip together. And the tip is going to be the 4L bar and the 1x1 round bricks. You want to put your cone-shaped brick on the end so that the anti-stud portion of it is hanging off, because that's what you're going to grab the studs with. Then you're going to put your 1x1 round bricks on top of that. And right now we're dry fitting everything. We'll put the adhesive on later. You want to make sure that you have a little bit sticking out. If it isn't as much as you would like, then use a brick separator, push it in there so that you have more sticking out the other end. But remember, you do need to have that bar in that cone. So then you're going to go ahead and these are your adhesion points, and you will put it between all 3 points. You want it also against the bar because you don't want it sliding up and down the bar either. That part there is going to go into the 2x2 round brick. So we're going to put this on here. And we want to make sure that we have that bar partway into that brick. So now we're going to go ahead and throw another 2x2 on there. Then we're going to add a 7L axle. This axle is just to help keep everything sturdy and together. Then go ahead and stack a few more on here until you run out of axle. And then finally we're going to attach another one. No axle yet. Okay, you got some axle sticking out. It's okay. Throw your other axle in there. And then you're going to go ahead and slide some more 1x2 axles on there until you get to the end. That is going to be an adhesion point, so don't worry about it. And then you're going to put your, and you could put a 7L in this section too. I didn't. It's no big deal. See, there's a 7L. That'll go in there as well if you wanted to. It's not totally needed, but you can do it. There will be this adhesion point. This is a break point. So when we go to do the adhesion, you're going to actually put some adhesive there to keep it from busting apart. I didn't when I first built mine, and I kept dealing with mine busting apart, and I finally got around to it, and now my pen works great. Okay, so put your 2x2 tile on the end, and you have now built, yeah, like I said, this will fit in there too. You can choose whatever way you want to do it, okay? So now you have a pen. So your adhesion points are going to be on the pen, on the tip. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 adhesion points. No, 3 adhesion points on the pen. You'll have an adhesion point where the axles run out. So that's where you want to put the glue for that. And then let it sit 24 to 48 hours so that it cures. That is what you want. This is going to be your bestest friend from now on when you're building Lego. So there's the brick built, and there are the non-brick built ones. I hope that you learned how to use or make these, and I hope that you have fun making them in the future. Have a good night, and thanks for listening.